15 billion miles from Earth, in a region so dark that even starlight seems to hesitate, a 46-year-old machine drifts silently through the void. Voyager 1, the furthest human-made object in existence, was never designed to listen, only to speak. It carries no microphone, no ears, no reason to turn, and yet it has faithfully transmitted data about a cosmos that grows colder and lonelier with each passing mile. Then, one day, everything changed in a way no one could have predicted. Without warning, Voyager shifted. Its antenna rotated slowly, deliberately, not toward Earth, but toward a patch of sky that, according to every map and telescope, should have been empty. There were no stars, no planets, no galaxies, just an endless void. And then something answered. What followed wasn't just unusual, it was impossible. A shift in orientation with no recorded thruster activity, data with unknown origins, a musical signal embedded in its transmission, and a 12-hour silence that could alter humanity's understanding of deep space forever. Voyager 1 was built in 1977 for a 5-year mission to photograph the gas giants. Its computing power was less than that of a basic pocket calculator. Yet it survived Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and even beyond Pluto, eventually crossing the heliopause in 2012 and entering interstellar space. Its antenna remained locked on Earth, its thrusters long silent, and its mission persisted purely because of the remarkable resilience of 1970s engineering. But in 2023, Voyager returned data that defied explanation. Its systems were no longer just reacting to internal errors, they were responding to something external. Something that didn't originate from Earth, didn't come from its environment, and couldn't be traced to any mechanical failure. The spacecraft rotated as if commanded. NASA's gyroscopes confirmed the torque. No thrusters fired, no momentum from solar radiation, no micrometeorite impacts. The direction Voyager had turned aligned almost perfectly with a theoretical null zone, a region where gravitational forces cancel one another out. Voyager wasn't drifting randomly. It had locked onto that region, its antenna steady, as if either listening for something or being listened to. Shortly after the shift, Voyager's plasma wave subsystem detected a hum, steady, rhythmic, and unchanging at exactly 3000 Hz. Audio engineers discovered that the signal followed musical intervals, palindromes, and harmonic sequences. Embedded within the waveform was data Voyager was never capable of generating: recursive number sequences, prime chains, fractal geometry, and constants measured with impossible precision. Somehow, the spacecraft had begun transmitting information it wasn't programmed to understand. The signal was narrow, focused, intentional, as though aimed solely at Voyager. Then came silence. For 12 full hours, Voyager disappeared. No telemetry, no heartbeat, no signal. NASA initially assumed a malfunction, but this was unprecedented. When the signal returned, Voyager's internal clock had been completely reset. Data packets were reformatted, and while the probe functioned normally, it was undeniably different. ESA teams analyzing deep space data noticed a silhouette in the cosmic microwave background, precisely matching Voyager's path. Astonishingly, it had existed before the encounter, before the shift, before the silence. Somehow, the universe had anticipated Voyager's arrival. A persistent 30,000 Hz tone embedded in the signal further baffled analysts. Symmetry, mirrored timing patterns, and pitch structures aligned with known musical scales. Hidden beneath standard telemetry, it resembled a secret score, a call and response composition with silence as punctuation. This wasn't random interference. It was deliberate performance, a message expressed through mathematics, motion, and music. Analysis revealed recursive mathematical strains, fractal structures, and hexadecimal formats inconsistent with NASA's protocols. Universal constants, including the gravitational constant, fine structure constant, and cosmic expansion rates, were encoded with impossible precision. Voyager had been transformed into a carrier, embedding advanced information into its otherwise routine transmissions. When processed through a quantum major on a chip, the signal resolved into one startling output: a single question. Not coordinates, not instructions, not equations, but an invitation. Ground-based infrared observatories focused on the dark patch of sky Voyager had turned toward. Weeks later, a faint oscillating halo appeared. It blinked rhythmically in response to solar flares, not instantly but with a delayed cadence, implying awareness. The glow shifted in frequency, as if alive. Voyager hadn't received a message, it had triggered one. Its unannounced arrival had knocked on a cosmic door, and something had responded. For nearly 50 years, Voyager 1 traveled outward, silent, obedient, unaware. It wasn't built to discover intelligence or open doors, but it may have done both. What began as glitches became patterns. Silence became voice. Voyager arrived, and that was enough. The moment it turned, the rules of physics and understanding seemed to bend. Something in the darkness knew prime numbers, cosmic rhythms, and mathematical silence. Something that, when touched by a 1970s machine drifting through space, chose to respond, not with power or force, but with a question. Are you ready to listen? That question now echoes across antennas, observatories, and laboratories, challenging every mind daring to imagine a universe that is alive, aware, and waiting. If a decades-old machine can reach this threshold, perhaps the next step is not theirs, it is ours.